Have you ever wondered why happiness sometimes feels like a fleeting illusion? You achieve your goals, surround yourself with love, and check off every box society says should make you feel fulfilled. Yet deep down, there's an ache you can't explain. It's as if no matter how much you accomplish, there's a hidden pain lingering in the background, quietly whispering, "This isn't enough." What if I told you that this feeling isn't just in your head, that it's a universal experience, one that many carry but few dare to confront? This hidden pain isn't about external circumstances. It's about something far deeper, something that lives in the core of your being. It's the kind of pain that no amount of success, relationships, or self-help books can seem to touch. And here's the shocking truth. This ache might actually hold the key to your growth, your creativity, and even your purpose. But first, you need to understand it. You need to face it. Because only then can you begin to transform it into something meaningful. In this journey, we'll uncover why happiness often feels like it slips through your fingers and explore the profound reasons behind this unshakable void. Together, we'll dive into the depths of this hidden pain, unravel its mysteries, and discover how it can lead to a life of deeper connection and purpose. Are you ready to face the truth that most people avoid? Let's begin. Deep hurt is not just a fleeting sadness or a bad day. It's a profound, almost existential ache that seems to settle in the very core of one's being. It's the kind of emotional pain that lingers, even when life appears to be going well on the surface. Imagine someone who has everything they've ever wanted, a stable job, loving relationships, good health, but still feels an unshakable void, a sense of emptiness that whispers, something is missing. This is the essence of deep hurt, a pain that defies logic and refuses to be soothed by external achievements. What makes this pain so perplexing is how deeply personal it feels, yet how universal it truly is. Some people carry it like a hidden scar, while others seem completely untouched by it, unable to comprehend its weight. It's like trying to explain color to someone who's never seen it. It's not that they're unwilling to understand, they simply can't. Those who experience deep hurt often describe it as an internal void, or an emotional wound that feels as though it's been there forever, untouched by time or circumstance. It's not just sadness, it's a profound disconnection from one's own sense of self. And yet, this pain has a strange way of shaping people. It can lead to a heightened sensitivity to life's subtleties, a deeper appreciation for art, music, and even the quiet moments of existence. But it also raises questions. Why does this pain persist? Is it tied to past trauma, or is it something more existential? Could it be a reflection of humanity's collective suffering? These questions open the door to exploring the intricate relationship between deep hurt and mental health, which we'll dive into next. The connection between deep hurt and mental health is both intricate and profound. Conditions like depression, PTSD, and borderline personality disorder often intertwine with this emotional pain, amplifying its intensity. On a physiological level, the body reacts as if it's under constant threat. Adrenaline and cortisol flood the system, leaving individuals in a state of perpetual fight or flight. This isn't just stress, it's a biological echo of unresolved trauma, where the body remembers what the mind tries to forget. And yet, even with medication to stabilize these responses, the core of deep hurt often remains untouched. Emotionally, this pain manifests as a kind of hypersensitivity. People may feel everything too deeply, joy, sadness, fear, yet struggle to process these emotions in a way that brings relief. Cognitively, it's like a broken record of negative beliefs. I'm not enough, I'll never heal. Why do I feel this way when nothing is wrong? These thoughts create a feedback loop, reinforcing the sense of emptiness and disconnection. Traditional therapies can help manage symptoms, but they often fail to address the existential void at the heart of deep hurt. What's particularly challenging is that this pain doesn't respond to quick fixes. Psychiatric interventions like antidepressants or cognitive behavioral therapy can provide tools for coping, but they rarely touch the deeper layers of this suffering. It's as if the pain exists in a realm beyond the reach of conventional medicine, a realm that demands exploration of the soul, the past, and even the collective wounds of humanity. This opens the door to understanding the unique characteristics of deep hurt, which we'll explore next. Deep hurt is not just an emotion. It's an experience that resides in the deepest layers of the psyche, untouched by surface-level improvements in life. Even when someone achieves success, builds meaningful relationships, or finds stability, this pain lingers like a shadow. It's as though it's woven into the fabric of their being, a constant reminder of something unresolved. This is why many describe it as a primal wound, one that feels almost existential in nature. It's not about what's happening externally, it's about what's missing internally, a sense of self that feels fractured. One of the most striking aspects of deep hurt is its emotional density. It's not just sadness, it's a profound, almost poetic pain that can feel strangely beautiful in its intensity. Think of the way a sad song can bring tears, yet also a sense of connection and catharsis. Many who carry this pain find solace in art, music, or literature, forms of expression that give voice to what words often cannot. This is why deep hurt is so closely tied to creativity. It's a wellspring for artists, writers, and thinkers who channel their suffering into something meaningful. But perhaps the most perplexing characteristic is its persistence. Unlike other forms of emotional pain, deep hurt doesn't fade with time. It can even intensify as one grows emotionally or mentally. It's as if healing the surface only brings the deeper layers of pain into sharper focus. This paradox leaves many wondering, why does it feel worse when I'm doing better? To understand this, we must look at how this pain manifests in real lives, particularly in those who struggle with conditions like borderline personality disorder. Deep hurt often reveals itself in the lives of those struggling with conditions like borderline personality disorder, where emotional emptiness becomes a defining feature. Imagine a patient who has undergone years of therapy, learned coping mechanisms, and even found stability in their relationships. Yet, they still describe a persistent void, an internal void that no amount of external progress seems to fill. This is not a failure of treatment, but a reflection of how deeply rooted this pain is. It's not just a symptom, it's a story, one that often begins long before the person can even remember. Narratives play a crucial role in understanding this pain. Patients often share stories of early trauma, neglect, abandonment, or emotional invalidation that shaped their sense of self. One patient, for instance, described feeling like a ghost in their own life, as if they were watching themselves from the outside, disconnected from their emotions. These stories highlight how deep hurt is not just about the present, but is deeply tied to the past, to memories that may be fragmented or even unformulated. It's as if the pain exists in the spaces between what is remembered and what is forgotten. What's fascinating is how this pain can persist even when the patient achieves significant milestones in their mental health journey. It's as if healing the surface layers of trauma uncovers deeper, more existential wounds. This is why clinicians often emphasize the importance of going beyond symptom management to explore the meaning of the pain. Could it be that this hurt is pointing to something larger, something that demands a deeper understanding of the psyche? To answer this, we must turn to psychological theories and explore how the unconscious mind holds the key to this mystery. From a psychological standpoint, deep hurt is often seen as a manifestation of what Donald Stern referred to as unformulated experiences. These are emotional fragments buried deep in the unconscious, never fully processed or articulated. Imagine carrying a suitcase filled with memories you've never unpacked, memories that influence your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without you even realizing it. This is the essence of deep hurt, a pain that emerges not from what we consciously know, but from what remains hidden in the shadows of our psyche. Psychoanalysis sheds light on how early childhood experiences can leave behind what some call a primal wound. Freud's theories suggest that unresolved conflicts from our earliest relationships, particularly with caregivers, can create emotional scars that persist throughout life. For example, a child who felt abandoned or unloved may grow into an adult who carries a constant sense of internal void, even if they can't pinpoint its origin. This isn't just about memory, it's about how those early experiences shape the very foundation of our sense of self. Deep hurt, in this context, is less about the events themselves and more about the emotional imprint they leave behind. But deep hurt isn't just a relic of the past, it's a living, breathing part of the present. It influences how we perceive the world, how we connect with others, and even how we see ourselves. This is why traditional therapies often fall short. They address the symptoms but rarely touch the deeper layers of the unconscious where this pain resides. To truly understand deep hurt, we must look beyond the individual and explore how this pain might be connected to something larger. such as generational trauma or even spiritual dimensions. Deep hurt often transcends the boundaries of personal experience, pointing to something far more expansive. Epigenetics offers a fascinating lens through which to view this pain, suggesting that emotional wounds can be passed down through generations. For instance, descendants of Holocaust survivors or individuals from communities affected by systemic oppression often carry a sense of unease or emotional weight that seems disconnected from their own lives. This isn't just metaphorical. Scientific studies have shown how trauma can alter DNA expression, leaving a physiological imprint that ripples through generations. Beyond the scientific, spiritual traditions provide another perspective. In Hindu and Buddhist philosophies, deep hurt is sometimes seen as karmic residue, a wound carried from past lives, unresolved, and waiting for healing in the present. Reincarnation theories suggest that this pain may not belong solely to this lifetime, but could be the echo of choices, actions, or experiences from a previous existence. While this may sound abstract, many people find solace in the idea that their suffering has a purpose, a thread connecting them to a larger cosmic story. It reframes the pain as something meaningful, rather than random or senseless. These perspectives, though distinct, share a common thread. They view deep hurt as something that exists beyond the individual. Whether through the lens of science or spirituality, this pain is seen as part of a collective or ancestral experience. It invites us to ask deeper questions. What if this pain isn't just mine? What if it's part of a shared human story? To explore these questions further, we must turn to the role of spirituality and meditative practices in uncovering the roots of this profound emotional ache. Spirituality and meditation offer a unique gateway to understanding and navigating the depths of deep hurt. Through meditative practices, individuals often encounter emotional layers they didn't even know existed. Hidden wounds, unresolved grief, or even a sense of disconnection from their own humanity. Meditation creates a space where the mind quiets, allowing these buried emotions to surface without judgment. For instance, someone meditating on compassion might suddenly feel an overwhelming sadness, not as a weakness, but as a doorway to deeper self-awareness. It's in these moments that the roots of deep hurt begin to reveal themselves. Philosophies like Buddhism and Hinduism emphasize the importance of compassion, or bodhicitta, as a transformative force. Bodhicitta, often described as the awakened heart, encourages individuals to embrace their pain as a bridge to understanding the suffering of others. This isn't about wallowing in sadness, it's about recognizing that pain is a universal human experience. By sitting with their own suffering, people can cultivate a profound sense of empathy and connection. It's a practice that shifts the focus from "why am I suffering?" to "how can I use this suffering to grow?" This shift can be life-changing, offering a sense of purpose, even in the midst of profound emotional pain. Meditation also provides practical tools for navigating this journey. Techniques like mindfulness, loving-kindness, meditation, or even breathwork can help individuals stay present with their emotions rather than being overwhelmed by them. These practices don't erase the pain, but they create a container for it, a safe space where it can be explored and understood. And as one delves deeper, they may encounter something remarkable. The pain itself begins to transform, revealing a hidden layer of compassion and connection. This leads us to the concept of the compassion wound, a profound stage in the spiritual journey. In advanced stages of spiritual practice, deep hurt often transforms into what Buddhism refers to as the compassion wound. This is not a wound in the traditional sense, but a profound sensitivity to the suffering of others. It's as if the walls separating one's pain from the pain of the world dissolve, leaving behind a raw, open heart. Practitioners describe this as both beautiful and overwhelming, a deep ache that connects them to humanity at large. It's the kind of pain that compels someone to act to alleviate suffering wherever they can, not out of obligation, but from a place of genuine compassion. This stage of spiritual awakening is often marked by a sense of sacrifice. The individual begins to see their own suffering as a tool for understanding and helping others. For example, a person who has endured trauma may feel called to support others who are navigating similar struggles. This isn't about martyrdom, it's about finding purpose in pain. In Buddhist philosophy, this is the essence of bodhicitta, the awakened heart that embraces suffering as a path to enlightenment. It's a radical shift in perspective. Instead of running from pain, one learns to lean into it, discovering its transformative potential. Yet, the compassion wound is not without its challenges. Feeling deeply connected to the suffering of others can be both a gift and a burden. It requires balance. Learning to hold space for pain without being consumed by it, this is where meditation and mindfulness become essential tools, helping individuals navigate this delicate emotional terrain. And as they do, something extraordinary happens. The pain that once felt isolating becomes a source of connection, creativity, and even joy. This brings us to the idea of how deep hurt fuels artistic expression and gives life a profound sense of purpose. Deep hurt, while agonizing, has an uncanny ability to fuel creativity and give life a sense of meaning. Many artists, writers, and musicians have described their pain as the driving force behind their most profound works. Think of Vincent van Gogh, whose emotional struggles gave birth to paintings that continue to move the world. Or Sylvia Plath, whose poetry captured the raw essence of human suffering. This isn't to glorify pain, but to recognize its transformative potential. When channeled into creation, deep hurt becomes a bridge between the personal and the universal, allowing others to see their own struggles reflected in the art. This creative process is not limited to traditional art forms. It can manifest in countless ways. A person might write a memoir to process their trauma, compose music that captures the depth of their emotions, or even start a community project to help others. The act of creating becomes a form of healing, a way to give purpose to the pain. It's as if the hurt itself whispers, "Use me, transform me, let me become something beautiful." And in doing so, the individual not only heals themselves, but also offers something of value to the world. A reminder that suffering can be a source of connection and growth. What's most remarkable is how this process often leads to a deeper sense of compassion. Those who have walked through the fire of their own pain often emerge with a profound desire to help others. They understand suffering not as an abstract concept, but as a lived experience, and this understanding drives them to make a difference. Whether through art, advocacy, or simple acts of kindness, they find purpose in their pain. But even as this transformation occurs, questions remain. Why does this pain exist in the first place? What does it teach us about the human condition? Let's reflect on these questions as we conclude this exploration of deep hurt. Deep hurt defies simple explanations. It's not something that can be neatly categorized or fully understood through science alone. While psychology, spirituality, and even art offer glimpses into its nature, the truth is that this pain often feels like a mystery, a riddle that invites us to explore the deepest parts of ourselves. Perhaps its purpose isn't to be solved, but to be experienced, to teach us something profound about what it means to be human. After all, isn't it through our struggles that we discover our strength, our compassion, and our connection to others? What makes deep hurt so unique is its ability to spark a collective search for meaning. It pushes us to share our stories, to create, and to connect. Imagine a world where people openly discuss their pain, not as a sign of weakness, but as a testament to their resilience. This is the power of deep hurt. It reminds us that we are not alone, that our suffering is part of a larger human experience. And in that shared experience, there is healing, there is growth, there is the possibility of transformation. But this journey doesn't end here. It's only the beginning. What will you do with your pain? Will you let it define you, or will you use it to create something meaningful? Will you share your story, your art, your voice? The answers lie within you, waiting to be uncovered. And as we continue this exploration together, let's remember, the more we understand this pain, the closer we come to understanding ourselves. Deep hurt is not just an emotion. It's a profound experience that shapes how we see ourselves, others, and the world around us. It's the ache that lingers beneath the surface, often misunderstood or ignored, but it holds immense power. This pain, while difficult, is also a teacher. It challenges us to look inward, to confront the parts of ourselves we've hidden, and to find meaning in the struggle. As we've explored, deep hurt is not something to be fixed or erased. Instead, it's an invitation to grow, to connect, and to create, whether through spirituality, creativity, or acts of compassion. This pain can be transformed into a source of strength and purpose. It reminds us that even in our darkest moments, there is light to be found if we're willing to look for it. So, as you move forward, ask yourself, what will you do with this pain? Will you let it hold you back, Or will you use it to propel yourself toward growth and connection? The journey won't always be easy, but it will be worth it. Because in the end, it's through embracing our deepest wounds that we uncover our greatest potential, and perhaps even our truest selves.